This week, right here on Charger Bulletin News, the university celebrates Black History Month. History is made at the 67th Annual Grammys, and major updates on the state of the nation, right here on Charger Bulletin News.
Welcome back to another episode of Charger Bulletin News. I'm Paris Taylor.
And I'm Michael Crowley. Let's get right into this week's stories.
February marks the start of Black History Month, where we take the time to recognize the profound impact of African American heritage on the American society. Our university community is having many events throughout the month in honor of Black History Month to celebrate the history and contributions of African Americans. The university started off Black History Month strong with a flag raising ceremony. Students, faculty, and staff gathered around the German Club flagpole to acknowledge diversity and inclusion across campus. The university also held its annual Martin Luther King Jr. ceremony. The ceremony recognized 4 award recipients and 1 scholarship recipient who exemplified the life of Martin Luther King Jr. The recipient of the Martin Luther King Jr. Scholarship was Sherrod Wilder. Other award recipients for the day included Professor Wayne Edwards, Krupa Ann Matthew, and Jordan Paulin, and Dr. Alvin Tran. Martin Luther King was a prominent activist during the civil rights movement with a primary focus on nonviolence. His legacy continues to carry on as many Black Americans strive to keep his dream alive and pass down its importance to future generations. Beyond these events, the university will continue to hold other activities throughout the month. Make sure to look out for other upcoming events around campus as we continue to celebrate Black History Month by pushing towards an inclusive and diverse community.
With the new month of February upon us, the annual holiday to determine whether spring would come early or be delayed for another 6 weeks was last week. That's right, Groundhog Day was this past Sunday, and Americans gathered in Punxsutawney, Pennsylvania to see the infamous Punxsutawney Phil. The yearly tradition in Canada and America has dated all the way back to 1887, where its first official tradition was celebrated. This year, Americans anxiously waited for Phil to see whether he would determine an earlier spring or a longer winter. And unfortunately, if you enjoy short sleeves, no jackets, and warmer weather, you're going to have to wait another 6 more weeks. Sadly, for those warmer weather lovers, Phil did see his shadow and quickly scurried back into his hole. For those bummed out about the result, I do have good news for you. Punxsutawney Phil is the most known out of the groundhogs, but he isn't the most accurate. Out of the 18 groundhogs that participate in Groundhog Day, Phil ranks second to last in accuracy rating according to the NOAA. So, for those who are eager for spring to start, there's still hope for you. As the warmer weather approaches, we here at Charger Bulletin News will continue to keep you all updated. Now, let's head over to Amber for some sports updates.
Welcome to the Charger Sports Report. I'm Amber Haleva, and our Chargers have been busy. Let's dive right in and see what we've missed. The men and women's track and field teams have been on fire. This past week, track and field competed in the Harvard Invitational, and they came to win. Jordani Deli broke his own school record and secured the 9th spot in the country for hurdles. Gabrielle Teal secured first place in the women's triple jump. Jimmy Aresti took second place in weight throw, and Niall Love placed third in the long jump. The Chargers will compete this Saturday, February 8th, at the Big Apple Invitational in Staten Island, New York. Good luck. The women's basketball team completed their 3-week homestretch against Bentley University. Although falling short with 51-41 loss, the team showed tremendous effort all game long. Freshman Shylar Cole led the team, scoring 13 points. Paige Cody and Lindsay Hogan added the score with 7 points each. The Chargers will return home to honor their seniors this Saturday against American International. Tip-off will be at 1:30. Make sure to head up to the North Gym and support your fellow Chargers. The men's basketball also fell short in their intense match against Bentley. In efforts to come back, Ethan Simmons scored a game-high 23 points. Also scoring in double digits, Jalakai King scored 15 points. The Chargers will return home on Saturday to compete in their annual Fight for Literacy game against American International with a 3:30 tip-off. Jordani Deli and Gabrielle Teal have been awarded the NE10 weekly honors for their athletic performances this week. Deli continues to showcase his speed and precision, allowing him to secure the gold at the Harvard Invitational. Teal earned Field Athlete of the Week after showing up in the triple jump. Congratulations to Deli and Teal on their respective acknowledgments. This past Sunday, World Wrestling Entertainment held their annual pay-per-view Royal Rumble. Royal Rumble consists of two 30-person Royal Rumble matches, one for men and one for women. In each Royal Rumble, one competitor must outlast the other 29 wrestlers by getting thrown over the top rope and having both feet touch the floor. The winners of these matches get to choose the champions they would like to face at the grandest stage of them all, WrestleMania. The evening kicked off with the women's match with returns of many former champions such as Alexa Bliss, Nikki Bella, and Charlotte Flair. Flair would end up winning, securing the chance to win her 15th world title at WrestleMania. This would make her only one away from her father, Ric Flair's record of 16 world titles. As for the men's Rumble, iconic appearances were made by Total Nonstop Action Wrestling. Joe Hendry and popular streamer iShowSpeed had a surprise entry at number 8 after a contestant could not compete. Another appearance worth acknowledgement was the final entrant of the men's Rumble, Logan Paul, entering at number 30 and would inevitably be eliminated by none other than John Cena. Cena, on his farewell tour, almost claimed the whole Rumble, potentially earning him a chance to beat Ric Flair's record. If he claimed victory, he would have had the possibility to earn his 17th title at WrestleMania. To the dismay of some fans, Cena lost right at the end of another fan favorite, Jey Uso. Stay tuned to hear more about the WWE's road to WrestleMania. Chaos struck in the NBA over the weekend as the news broke that superstar Luka Doncic of the Dallas Mavericks was being traded for Anthony Davis of the Los Angeles Lakers. The trade involved more assets, but the major pieces were obviously Davis and Doncic. Shams Charania broke the news of the final trade, and NBA fans immediately assumed it was a fake trade. Charania quickly doubled down that the trade was real. Fans struggled to understand the reasoning behind the trade. Doncic had just led the Mavericks to the NBA Finals only last season. When Doncic heard the news of the trade, he shared with ESPN, quote, "You can imagine how surprised I was. I had to check if it was April 1st. I didn't really believe it," end quote. The biggest question of the trade is when fans will expect Luka to play. Luka is set to make his Lakers debut as early as tonight against the Warriors. The game tips off at 10 tonight. Be sure to tune in. With many updates in national and Charger sports, make sure to keep up with CBN to stay in the loop. This weekend, winter sports have fierce competition home and away. Make sure to show up and show some support. For schedules and updates on Charger athletics, make sure to check out newhavenchargers.com. This has been your Charger Sports Report. Let's transition over to Will with entertainment.
Thanks, Amber. Welcome back to Entertainment. I'm Will Whalen. Let's get caught up to speed with all things entertainment. Over break, we missed a monumental engagement with two of the most popular actors right now. Confirming their relationship 4 years ago, Spider-Man co-stars Zendaya and Tom Holland are officially engaged. A family source said Tom proposed over the holidays at one of Zendaya's family homes. The proposal was confirmed by TMZ after speculation erupted following Zendaya sporting a diamond engagement ring at the 2025 Golden Globes. Reactions online have been overwhelmingly positive, with many congratulating the couple on their engagement. Their relationship has become beloved online, even with keeping their relationship relatively private. The couple plans to take some time before officially tying the knot, wanting to enjoy their engagement and not rush into a wedding, as they both are busy with work projects at the moment. Lily Collins has welcomed a bundle of joy. The star of Emily in Paris and her partner Charlie McDowell have welcomed their firstborn baby via surrogate. Lily took to social media, posting a photo of her newborn daughter, Tuv Jane McDowell, resting comfortably in a basket. Along with that snippet, she uploaded a photo on her Instagram story with baby Tuv in a stroller and captioned it, "Utter bliss."
Lily and her partner, Charlie, have shared their gratitude and excitement for this new chapter in their lives. As they begin this new journey, fans and well-wishers are celebrating with them. The long-awaited final album of The Weeknd has finally been released to streaming services. Hurry Up Tomorrow is the final installment of The Weeknd's 3-album trilogy, including After Hours and Dawn FM. Fans of The Weeknd are mixed with their emotions of the album's release, as The Weeknd publicly announced that Hurry Up Tomorrow would be the last album released with The Weeknd as his stage name. Fans speculate that this only means he'll stop releasing music under the Weeknd alias and will continue to release music under his real name, Abel Tesfaye. Have you given it a listen? What did you think of The Weeknd's new album? The 67th Annual Grammy Awards were held this past Sunday, and history was made in more ways than one. Trevor Noah returned for his 5th consecutive year as host, keeping the energy high and the laughs ongoing. Kicking off the night with one of the most talked about wins, Beyoncé finally secured her long-awaited Album of the Year award for Cowboy Carter, a standout moment that had the internet buzzing. She also secured an award and meme for Best Country Album. Kendrick Lamar was another major standout of the night, sweeping 5 awards, including Record and Song of the Year for Not Like Us, a track that has sparked polarizing conversation. Meanwhile, the Best New Artist category was filled with electrifying performances from rising stars, ending in Chappell Roan taking home the coveted title. Doechii also made history as the 3rd woman to ever win Best Rap Album for Alligator Bites Never Heal. In her speech, she promoted perseverance and empowerment, inspiring black girls to defy stereotypes. From her Tampa roots to her Grammy glory, her win marks a milestone for both her career and the rap genre's growing inclusivity. Coming off the recent devastating Los Angeles wildfires, the Grammys paid tribute to the city's resilience with powerful performances by Dawes, Lady Gaga, and Bruno Mars. The impressive achievements were accompanied by the healing of the community, with the show raising $24 million for the Los Angeles fire relief effort. With unforgettable performances and record-breaking wins, the 2025 Grammys cemented its place as one of the most significant award shows in recent history. That's all for this week's entertainment. We'll be back with more next week to keep you in the loop. Let's head back over to the desk with Paris.
Looking to make lifelong friends and be a part of a community? This week starts Pan-Hellenic recruitment for the spring semester. It's a week full of different events leading up to sorority recruitment. Saturday is recruitment orientation, where you will learn what being a part of a sorority entails. This Sunday, February 9th, you will have the chance to meet the Greeks and get to know about our 3 on-campus chapters, Delta Phi Epsilon, Phi Sigma Sigma, and Alpha Sigma Alpha, as well as the associated chapter, Chi Kappa Rho. Head over to the Molten Lounge anytime between 11:30 to 5 to get to know the Greeks. Make sure to wear comfortable shoes with jeans and a nice top, as you are in for a long day. Monday and Tuesday will be the philanthropy rounds, where a more formal attire is required. Think skirt or dress. This is where you will learn each chapter's philanthropy and service to the community. Monday's event will be in the Molten Lounge from 6:30 to 10. Tuesdays is in the Bergamy Center for Science and Technology, room 307, also from 6:30 to 10. The events for the end of the week are invite only, so bring your best to these events and hopefully bid your way. Hopefully bid day will go your way. Good luck to all going out for a sorority.
Coming up, updates on the state of the nation with deadly plane crashes and new tariffs on our neighboring countries. But first, let's over to Leah with all things student life.
Welcome back to Student Life. I'm Leah Komorowski, and I have lots of updates to keep you guys informed now that we're back on campus. Let's get started. Are you looking for a possible job or internship this semester? You're in luck. The Career Development Center is hosting a Zoom meeting for a job and internship searching workshop. The job market is shifting, so this workshop is an opportunity to learn where to begin your job search. They also intend on teaching you how to navigate sites and see what resources are available to you. Meeting hours will be posted tomorrow morning between 10:30 and 11. If you're interested in attending, you can find the event listing and the link to RSVP on Charger Connection. Got questions? Email the Career Development Center at careerdevelopmentcenter@newhaven.edu. The best of luck to all those applying for jobs and internships. Interested in making new friends and helping incoming freshmen feel included? There's a program for you. Fostering Intentional Relationships for a Successful Transition, better known as FIRST, is a program to guide incoming freshmen acclimate to the college lifestyle and all the challenges that come with it. Applications are currently open to become a FIRST mentor, where you will be able to oversee a group of 7 to 12 first years throughout the year and build your leadership skills. To be eligible, you need to be in good academic standing and be able to be back in the West Haven area by August 10th this fall. Applications are due March 1st, so make sure to get your applications in on time. You can find the full application on chargerconnection.newhaven.edu, and any questions can be directed to first@newhaven.edu. Looking to get ahead in your degree and take summer courses? The One Stop has released Summer 2025 pre-registration information for undergraduate students. To get a glance of what your summer may look like, you could check out the Summer 2025 course schedule in your My Charger self-service banner. Before you register, make sure you do not have any account holds. This will prevent you from signing up for all summer courses. If you have any questions about Summer 2025 courses, reach out to One Stop by emailing them at registrar@newhaven.edu or calling them at 203-932-7309. That's all for today. I'm Leah Komorowski, and we will be back next week to make sure you're up to date with student life. Now back to desk with Paris.
Big changes are coming to the U.S. economy with an influx of tariffs on both imports and exports. President Donald Trump announced on February 1st that the U.S. would be imposing a 25% additional tariff on imports from Canada and Mexico and a 10% additional tariff on imports from China. Energy resources from Canada will have a lower 10% tariff. This decision comes after the Trump administration pushes to the curb the U.S.'s issues regarding immigration and drugs. The national emergency was declared under the International Emergency Economic Powers Act, or IEEPA, which took bold action on Mexico and Canada. With the Mexican and Canadian tariff announcement, both countries have retaliated with taxation propositions of their own. Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau spoke at a press conference confirming the rise in goods by 25%, while Mexico is attempting to level the playing field with border control services with Trump's admins. Increases in basic goods like fruits, vegetables, and clothes are predicted to have an increase in price. Even so, all came to a halt on February 3rd when the Trump administration reached a deal to pause the tariffs on Mexico and Canada for 30 days. This pause also reserves time for negotiation between Trump and Chinese President Xi Jinping, scheduled to talk over the next few days. The two will hopefully reach an agreement about the trade war and discuss the 10% tariff increase. Updates are sure to be approaching us soon. Stay up to date with your trusted news sources.
Two back-to-back plane crashes have spread worry across the nation. Around 8:15 p.m. on January 30th, the first plane crashed. American Airlines Flight 5342 began its initial descent to the Ronald Reagan Airport. At 8:47, the plane collided with an Army Black Hawk helicopter. The crash is on record as the deadliest in the United States since 2001, leaving 67 dead. The following day, it was announced that the 3 soldiers' bodies on board the Black Hawk were found, and all passengers on board the American Airlines flight were declared dead. This tragedy led to a statement by President Trump and is currently receiving backlash for his rationale behind the crash. After claiming the crash was in correlation on diversity hires, he responded with his explanation, quote, "Because I have common sense, okay? And unfortunately, a lot of people don't. We want brilliant people doing this," end quote. Trump was specifically criticizing former Secretary of Transportation, Pete Buttigieg, who referred to Trump as despicable following Trump's attempt to point fingers at his predecessor, Joe Biden, as well as Buttigieg himself. The DC crash wasn't the end of it, though, as Friday evening another crash happened in northeastern Philadelphia. The plane, said to be a medical transport unit holding 6 passengers, including a child patient and her mother, crashed into the neighborhood, engulfing several surrounding homes in flames and a ball of fire. All 6 people on board were from Mexico, transporting a patient for life-threatening conditions to the Philadelphia area. This is now the second fatal crash within a 15-month span for Jet Rescue, the company responsible. Shai Gold, the Jet Rescue Air Ambulance spokesperson, told the Associated Press, quote, "When an incident like this happens, it's shocking and surprising. All of the aircrafts are maintained. Not a penny is spared because we know our mission is so crucial," end quote. We here at Charger Bulletin News send our condolences to the families involved in both these tragic events.
That's all the time we have for this week.
You can check out the latest Charger Bulletin newspaper on chargerbulletin.com or in newsstands around campus.
Stay up to date by following us on social media at Charger Bulletin.
Check out our link tree for access to the Horseshoe magazine.
Thank you for joining us. My name is Paris Taylor.
And I'm Michael Crowley. We'll see you next week with another episode of Charger Bulletin News.